Greetings everyone, I am Dr. Wolf, and today I actually wanted to talk about some upcoming episode synopses that I found quite intriguing. Naturally, there are some spoilers for those who wish to avoid them, but for everybody else, let's take a look at what's available in episodes 3 through 5.
Episode 3, Uprooted. The young six respond to a magical summons from the Tree of Harmony, only to learn it has been destroyed.
The Young Six. I've always been calling them the Student Six, but Young Six works pretty well too, I suppose. But given that the Tree of Harmony has been destroyed, that's going to be changing a lot of things. And particularly with the Young Six here, I have to wonder if this is the moment when they will be the inheritors of the elements of harmony. Because even though the tree has been destroyed, we've seen each of the elements shattered into tiny pieces. That's surely not the end of the elements entirely. I mean, back in Season 8, it was pretty much confirmed that the roots of the Tree of Harmony had reached the School of Friendship. And there was an entire episode about the Young Six showing themselves as being worthy. And yeah, we know that there was a presence within the Tree of Harmony that took the form of Twilight Sparkle and had actually been bestowing wisdom on the Young Six. And now the Young Six go and see that the Tree of Harmony's been destroyed. They're worried that, oh goodness, does that mean the tree is gone forever? I have to believe that this episode coming up is going to be basically the six of them showing to each other, no, we can still find great power within ourselves, that the spirit of the Tree of Harmony had come to us for a reason, and that's kind of what I suspect will lead to the tree's spirit coming back and showing, yes, you are still worthy, yes, I'm still around, something to that effect, because there is an image that shows what looks to be the spirit of the Tree of Harmony bestowing colors on each of the Young Six. And yeah, I think that could lead to some interesting details in the future. Although how this fits into the larger story arc for the entirety of Season 9, that I'm not quite so sure of. But I do hope that it is for more of a reason other than, hey, there's these new characters that we introduced one season ago and we want to make them more important. Please make it more than just because you want them to be important.
Episode 4, Twilight 7. Twilight and Shining Armor pit their wits against each other to settle a long-standing sibling rivalry, but they soon discover they are not the only competitors.
Twilight 7. Now, this is the famed 200th episode of the show. Something I have been itching to see for so many months now, because we've been getting little tidbits of information about this episode for quite a while. And considering the 100th episode, Slice of Life, just how crazy and holy cow fan-pandering in every way that was, I am really curious to see what they had in mind for 200th episode. But making a rivalry between Twilight and Shining Armor, I mean, have we ever had an episode that was really focused on the two of them? Even in the case of Canterlot Wedding, the focus was more on Cadence and especially Chrysalis than, say, Shining Armor. He was kind of on the sidelines for most of it. But in this case, Twilight and Shining Armor showing their competitive spirit and realizing they're not the only ones who are going to be showing their competitive spirit. We certainly have other sibling pairs in the show, Applejack and Applebloom, Applejack and Big Mac. I'm curious whether characters like Rarity and Sweetie Belle would show up for something like this, but more interesting would, say, Fluttershy and Zephyr Breeze show up for something like this. Or say, Pinky and Maud and Limestone and Marble. There's a lot of sibling pairs, or even more than pairs, that could take part in this, considering that this is all about the main six. At least I hope that's the case. Given that these 6 characters, voiced by 4 separate voice actresses, have given us so much entertaining content over the years, I really hope that this is going to be a tribute to them, more than just sibling rivalry. At least, I sincerely hope that's going to be the case.
Episode 5, The Point of No Return. Twilight realizes she never returned a book to the Canterlot Library and may have caused her favorite librarian to lose her job.
Past the point of no return. I don't know about you, but that's what comes into my mind when I read that title. At any rate, Twilight not returning a book for who knows how long, and that her favorite librarian might get fired. It seems like a fairly good setup to see Twilight panicking again, going over the top trying to figure out how to fix a situation and occasionally even making it worse. I mean, when I'm thinking of Canterlot and libraries, I do remember a character like Moondancer, and I don't know whether she'd have anything to do with this. I at least hope that she'd have a cameo, or at least an appearance in the background, something, because I like her character. But as for a librarian, it could be just a brand new character that we've never really seen before, they've never heard of before. It wouldn't be the first time that they just introduce a character that for some reason is really important to any of the main 6. It happens. But I am curious if this is going to include a lot of flashbacks to, say, Twilight's younger days. Because, yeah, I do want to see more of Twilight's childhood, or fillyhood I should say. And considering that Twilight is just obsessed with books for so very long, I wonder if this might be the reason, this librarian might be the reason why she chose to come live in a library when she first moved to Ponyville. Just a thought anyways. At any rate though, I am looking forward to a lot of what's in these few episode synopses, particularly what the Student 6 or Young 6 are going to be taking part in for this eventual story arc, because it's pretty apparent that they are going to be in some way connected with the elements of harmony, and particularly with this 200th episode, given that the 100th episode set such a high bar. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you suppose the Young 6 might have in store for us in future episodes, given that it's pretty obvious they're going to be taking part in some way with the elements? And what are you hoping to see most with this 200th episode in particular? And what do you think might make a story about Twilight returning a long overdue book more exciting? Let me know. Because as always, I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.